This nigga named Abraham.
Yep. And I lived in a little chateau in France.
That's funny. This nigga, yo, he's crazy. I heard he be recording y'all room too. Y'all close down as soon as he come in. This nigga crazy.
Oh, it's good times, good times. I have to check the TV. I'm about to go back on. In the good. Bye.
Bye. You see, nobody even want to come up. Nobody even want to come and speak to us. Because it is mother freaker. Look at Royal. He quiet. He don't even want to talk to us. This is crazy. I can't. Yeah, Royal be talking. I just want it to be over. I just want it to be over.
Yo, Mel, what Royal didn't tell you is he was outside twerking on Sunday, too.
Oh, okay. And what he said, he was DJing?
Yeah, he was doing the Citibank float.
Oh, really? That was our float. Royal. No, Muscle will pick on him. Yo, you gotta give me commission, bro. Your husband used to DJ for the Yes, we had the Colin Lord and we had the Citibank float. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely did not.
Sam Royal's got it.
No, I have no idea. We looked up. So I got to make shit up so he can't unmute.
What? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think about, I read on this a little bit, but now, the most common one, though, is they can qualify for getting a number that allows them to get a bank account. Then, eventually, they can get a EIN number to where they can qualify to get their business. So once you get it in a business's name, then you can operate, if you're a landscaping company, things like that, you can operate everything through your business. That doesn't necessarily answer your question, but they do sell Social Security numbers on the dark web.
I understand that, Joe. What I'm saying is this is all being underlit by a nefarious structure that I don't think that we're acknowledging it for what it is. It's criminal enterprise. Identity theft, racketeering possibly, money laundering. Like, it's just not good. I mean, how much of a percentage are these employers taking off the top of their employees' pay just to pay them under the table? A lot of these questions aren't being answered. So, I mean, it's I don't know, y'all. Like, I'm not trying to...
We have to, the answers, you're asking great questions, and there's a lot of answers to these questions that you're asking. And this is something that I think should be handled federally better, but it's not. It's like the states, for example, California, liberal California.
Well, and you make up a good point. This is a part of the sanctuary policies. It's not just, well, we're not cooperating with ICE. It's a broad structure, in my opinion, of just non-compliance, of overall resistance and obstruction of justice. They look the other way. So, I mean, it starts with a county that collects a lot of these, it's to me,
it's intentional, Adam.
It is intentional, and that's what I'm saying. It's very criminal, and I don't think that people are calling it out for what it is.
So, Adam,
why is it?
Adam, let's get into the specifics of what they do in California. In California, if you're a resident of California, a legal resident of California, you could pay in-state tuition for college. And if you live in any other state in the union, you'd have to pay out of state if you came to California. However, they allow illegal immigrants to pay the in-state rate, so they treat illegal immigrants better than they treat people that come from other states. Not only that, they will also allow for scholarships and grants to fund them to go to school. Now, look, If California has that much money that they can give away a fucking education to illegal immigrants, then why the fuck aren't they solving their fucking homeless problem with the people that live in?
Not only that, Roger, but like I don't talk about this like a lot. I don't have any student loan debt. Why? Because my parents paid for my entire college. So to me, it's very unfair that my parents were taxed, working as corporate people that identify themselves, that expose their assets to the IRS, that pay their fair share of taxes. It's just not right that me being born and raised here, that I had less benefits extended to me, as a California resident next to a person who's here illegally. So yes, when you want to talk about the business that I work in, where, Americans, for one way or another, you have veterans that, are trying to age in place. They can't even get assisted living waivers to be able to age in place in a facility that's dignified. I'm not talking about high-end luxury. I'm talking about somewhere where you're going to have somebody that's actually going to show up and give you your meds on time and make sure that you don't sit in your shit for too long to get a UTI infection. Okay? There's money that's going towards people here illegally to support their health care when they go into a freaking emergency room. How fair is that, Roger? How fair?
It's not fair at all. Can I?
And this is why I'm pissed, because aside from the college issue, having to pay out of pocket damn near $7,000-8,000 a month for my mom to age in place in an assisted living facility, I feel some type of way. I really do.
Yeah, can I add that there is a solution to some of the fiscal problem that happens that goes along with illegal immigrants, and that would be replacing the federal income tax, Social Security tax, Medicare tax with what's called the fair tax. And the fair tax would replace all of those things with a federally instituted sales tax, and there is no escaping the sales tax, because the people that come here, they're going to buy things, and so they might not have an income that they would be taxed on, but they would absolutely because they're receiving funding, they're just not paying their taxes in that fashion. I would say people should educate them on the fair tax. If they go to fairtax.org, they can get more information. Thank you.
Deport all the asses.
I think we should deport Adrian.
I think we should deport your ass. I think we should deport your ass to the
Guys need to get around. Get around, guys.
So hold on, let me just say this as well. As far as for the families out there, I don't know if anybody's in California has ever tried to put a child into freaking daycare, okay? That shit is freaking, like, it's like almost the cost of a 2-bedroom apartment. So if there's anything that should be subsidized in this damn state, it should be at least giving parents in a cost of living market the ability to go to work and to support their household if they absolutely have to, without the cost of childcare like this. Like, it's absolutely insane. So, I mean, to give illegals free healthcare to where they can just go into a freaking, a doctor's office and get, Ozempic, like, to me, no, fuck that. I'm sorry. I'm not cool with any of this.
Well, the one thing that I would be cool giving illegal immigrants when they come across the border? If there's one thing that we could give them when they come in, it would be birth control, so they don't have any of those goddamn children that become citizens on them.
I don't want to pay for that. I don't even want to pay.
Hold on, that's a good. Is Necro, would you support castrating all the illegal males that come across?
And sterilizing the women.
Why would I support sterilizing? You wanted to do it to Americans.
Wait a second. Can't we just give them a vasectomy? Why do we have to castrate them? Like, just fucking give them a vasectomy.
Children.
Just give them a vasectomy.
It's just I'm just seeing if he's consistent. Earlier he had offered a solution to stop abortion by castrating men. So would you support doing that to illegals?
No. Like, I don't see how you can get it so wrong when you're the one who wants to, punish people for having sex.
So you're okay with castrating
This is crazy.
natural born American citizens?
Me, I don't understand why it is you have all the issues with women having sex, but you don't have the same amount of publicity.
I don't understand why you have an issue with having locks on your doors. Let's have all the illegals come live with you.
Can I answer his question? Bella, let me ask you a question. Okay, you came from California, you moved elsewhere. Okay? Did you not see what young families had to deal with in struggling to provide health care for their damn children and the cost of it? Okay? Meanwhile, they were giving all of this freaking money to illegals.
I have one correction. I never lived in California, but I did pay for childcare for my kids, and it was close to $22,000 a year. And that was not in the state of California. That was in the state of Ohio. So I'm very familiar with how. Actually, I think it was more. It was $14,000. It was $28,000 a year. So at that point, you had to look at what it was worth to go to work versus pay for childcare. And I can only imagine that it was more in California.
Yeah. So when you look at
Hold on. Let me ask Ryan. So do you support now, the federal government subsidizing the cost of raising all these illegal children here?
No.
So you're okay with the cutting down of Medicaid, because that's what it's focused on, right?
I'm for Medicaid reform. I mean, I think there's a lot of people here that need it, that have, out of their circumstances that are in their own control. I don't think anyone would choose to be on Medicaid if they didn't have to be.
It's not just Medicaid, Joe. Don't let him misrepresent you, okay? And I'm kind of joking with you, Ryan, because I'm trying to break some bread with you, okay? It's also the cost of sending them to our public schools.
Oh, I know, dude.
That's the quiet part out loud that people don't talk about. Like people who are paying property taxes, or people who live in certain segments of this, the state of California, where even the renters directly pay towards property taxes by city ordinance. It's mind-blowing to me how people are supporting the efforts of illegal immigrants' children that are on lunch programs, right? You're occupying another seat, so now you're expanding classroom sizes, having to hire more teachers. The cost of this, I don't think that people are fully wrapping their heads around. It's not just the Medicare shit. It's many different other things. Vouchers and different incentives to allow their kids to be able to participate in school sports, cheerleading scholarships. There's some places where you put your kid in a cheerleading team, it's a $5,000 buy-in. Okay? So I mean there's many different things as to why this is not fair. It's not fair to Americans, it's not fair to anybody who has to subsidize paying for this shit.
Well, at least Ryan's consistent, I guess, to a certain degree, but Necro's not. Right? Is that the game here, Ryan? Is that how we...
I guess. I don't know, man. I think that, we have a giant fucking problem that isn't being addressed, and both sides seem to be pointing to culture war bullshit issues that detract from the meat. And when I ask you, for example, about abortion,
did you support the recall of Gavin Newsom because he the one that...
He's a piece of shit. Yeah, I did.
And he's in your business, by the way. You know that.
He is.
Ryan.
Yep.
He is in your business. Is he equally as affected, Ryan, in his business interests with the Getty family?
I think he owns a house in deep red.
He just bought a new house. He went from what I think it was like a $2 million house to a $5 to now a $12 million spread. That's crazy.
No, he's a piece of shit. He's bought by PG&E. I think what I was trying to get at earlier,
because his dad used to be the general counsel of Getty Oil. Like, we were doing rooms on this on Clubhouse when people were just like, oh, Gavin Newsom, Larry Elder. And I was like, no. Like, you guys need to listen to what people actually know in California and follow the money. Look at the actual pedigree, right? Look at the ancestry and the way that people commingle, the network of people as they... Do you know that Gavin Newsom, well, of course you know, he was married to Kimberly Guilfoyle, who was just, engaged to Donald Trump Jr. It's crazy to me how people just don't actually pay attention to the details.
She's the ambassador to
Greece.
Greece, yeah.
Meanwhile, Jeff Bezos married his pet horse over the weekend.
Yeah, she's ugly and shit.
All right, now, boys. She's not ugly. That's just stupid. Like, it's so petty. You sound like you're fucking in high school.
No,
like,
I thought that was John Leguizamo. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
No. You sound very insecure. You sound like you have a small penis and that you drive a Hummer. Like, that is the stupidest thing. She's fucking gorgeous. Like, I mean, she's gorgeous. The dress sucked, but she is fucking gorgeous. So you literally sound like a small
She's
penis.
not gorgeous. If you want to say she's not ugly, that's fine. But she's absolutely not gorgeous.
Sorry, sir. Bella, have you seen a before and after her plastic surgery?
She used to be beautiful.
Nah, I don't care
remember
that
her when
much.
she was on the news out here. I used to watch her every morning getting ready for school. She used to be beautiful. Now it's just like, yeah, she became, Seabiscuit Bezos.
Yeah, she was naturally beauty. She was a natural beauty, and then it looks like after all the plastic surgery, it just looks awful. Bella, it looks awful.
All right, I can respect that you don't appreciate the surgeries that she had, but I mean, come on, let's be honest. Like, she's not ugly.
No, but sometimes the surgeries are not like a positive. Like,
For sure. There's so many.
Right?
There's so many.
But, like, I've met twice now Christy Nome, and she's gorgeous. She's done work.
She's one of the most beautiful women in Washington.
Beautiful, and she's she's done a lot of. Christy Nome's done a lot of work, but she looks really good. It's just a question of whether it came out right or not.
That's fair.
I don't know. I was just in Venice, like, at the same hotel that they took over. I left, I guess, 4 days before the onslaught, and they were preparing for it at the hotel.
Abby.
And also, the people were bitching there about them coming in.
Abby, who's the handjob Republican chick?
Oh, Lauren Boebert?
Boebert, yeah, Lauren Boebert.
Yeah, she's not so bad. I'd hang out.
There's a whole bunch. The Polita.
Yeah. Abby, did Miriam attend?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, she sat that one out.
I don't know. But they were all, so they took over the Gritty Palace. I mean, have you guys been to Venice? Any of you?
Venice Beach in California?
Yeah, I didn't say Italy.
The fucking naked beach?
Alright.
I'm arguing with you. That is Italy.
Good arguing with you, Joe, Matt, anyone else?
I'm thinking about Black Beach.
Zekro, later.
All right, good night, Ryan.
Later, Ryan.
Go ahead, Abby.
Anyway, they took over that hotel, and then I think the Europa, which is right by it. And it wasn't, I think what I was reading was like only 200 people attended the wedding. Like, it wasn't, a 500 guest wedding.
I heard that the guest list had a combined net worth more than the GDP of some countries.
Oprah was there, right?
I mean, Oprah, that's a joke.
They said she was invited.
No, I thought I saw her picture.
Is that really a status symbol? Like, these days, is having Oprah at your wedding like a good thing or a bad thing? I feel like it's like, ooh.
Well, yeah, they had to go through a lot to get Oprah there because she's under house arrest.
That's a big deal.
I'd like to see the Venn diagram. Hold on, Bella. Bella, hold on.
I was asking a question.
Real quick. I want to say this before the moment passes. I want to see the Venn diagram that compares the overlap with the Epstein flight logs as well as the Bezos attendees to his wedding.
That was
I would
kind of my
imagine that it's the same group.
That's kind of my point. Like, it's not. She's not a status symbol anymore.
Say that though.
No.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing,
They're
Roger.
not the same people.
They're not. Oh, wait, is that NY? Because NY is actually the energy.
It's not the, why would y'all say
They all
Oh, no, don't say that. Don't
it
say
was
that.
way more black
these,
people.
These are probably the only black women I protect on this
Adams,
side.
why did you get kicked off this time? Why do you have a party hat this time? Why did you get kicked off?
Oh, that's a fun story.
Yeah. What'd you do this time? What'd you do this? What'd you do this time?
The whole room was done on it
For a
yesterday.
second, he really didn't do it. It wasn't his fault this time.
Oh, no fucking way. I don't believe you. Sorry.
We all kind of had a front seat for it.
So what happened? I gotta hear the story. Give me the deeds. I like gossip.
Some new people just kind of popped up on the app, and some of our day ones, allowed them some latitude, and yeah. So basically, this person got me clipped. So they basically were in healthy debates. They called for me to be mass reported after calling a woman a bald-headed, potato-ass-looking bitch. And so call for my mass reporting. No, but what was really crazy?
Well deserved.
No, I'm happy that it happened. Let me tell you something. I don't know what it has done with my karma, but that shit professionally worked out so well for me. Like, my phone was in my desk, and I was closing deals left and right. So for me personally, it was like, listen, hey, if you want to be mad, be mad. I'm going to be mad on my burner that my account got clipped, which I'm probably going to get back. I guess I got some email saying it's going to be in January, or not January, in July 28th. So yeah, on my final strike.
I was wondering why he had a party hat yesterday. Okay.
It's because he got himself clipped.
Yeah,
He
but
called
what
some
do you think
woman a bald. What was it? A bald what?
Bald-headed, nappy-headed, you know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Shower cap wearing.
That's really horrible.
Well, I mean, in all fairness,
The funny thing is that the more you talk, I just
but she called me a faggot and told me I took it up the ass, and everybody knows on this app that I have irritable bowel syndrome, so that's definitely a lie. And so I feel like if you're gonna hurl a slur, I'm gonna, hurl a slur back. So, and I don't even feel like acknowledging the fact that she looked like Mr. Potato Head.
But you
Is a
do
slur.
go to hell.
She
You
looks-
don't just throw a punch back, you go to hell.
Well, I mean, do you think that anybody's giving me any type of, peace cards? No. So, I mean, if you're gonna say something to me, I'm gonna say something to you back. I don't go around attacking people on this app.
Yes, you do. You're so full of it. I've watched you do it 100 times. You attack people all the time.
There were people in that room that were saying things much more.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
No,
Okay.
He's like drunk.
I'm telling you, there were people that had come on that stage that said things much more egregious and much.
Oh, I believe that.
But
I believe that.
But there was a person who's newer that got modded and decided to tell everyone to mass report, which you just don't do. So
There's a lot of DEI hires in healthy debates.
yeah,
isn't it?
that was exactly.
Well, it's progress, right?
By the end of it, Bella, Adams was vindicated. Cam came to his defense and did say that the woman had started it with him. So just to clarify.
Well, to clarify,
That's fair.
a lot of these DNI hires are not black. I have most DNI recipients are white women and white gay men.
No, a lot of them are Africans and Caribbeans. Nope, Africans, Caribbeans, the Haitians. Have you noticed that the Haitians are probably some of the most anti-Semitic on this app? Abby, have you noticed that? I mean, look at Lonzo. Lonzo is Hispanic.
Black women.
Haitians are Hispanic, and it's crazy how...
White women tell us.
No, I know he's from Philly, but I mean, Haitians anthropologically are Hispanic, are they not?
Black women never knew they were suppressed by men until white women told us that we were.
Excuse me?
We had no idea.
What did she say?
Black women really never had an idea that we were suppressed by men until white
Oppressed
women
or oppressed?
oppressed and suppressed too. Suppressed. Suppressed and oppressed.
So let me ask you a question.
We never knew until white women told us, and then we were like, you know what? She's right. We're getting paid
What's
less.
your city again?
A lot of black women didn't even know they were oppressed from certain things that were patriarchal by men, period, no matter what the color was, until white women told us.
Like what?
Feminism, period. Feminism wasn't started by black women.
Okay.
Betty Friedan,
Period.
Gloria Steinem, right?
So that's why I said a lot of DNI hires, most of them were, and people that benefited from DNI was white women.
Hold on. So Abby,
I need money for my small business.
there's one.
Men have oppressed me.
So there's one point of context that I want to add. There have been many different waves of feminism. So if you want to look at the third and the fourth wave of feminism, they've actually been authored and penned by black women. So the accountability culture, Me Too, you know, the
But we only
intersexuality. No, hold on. The intersectionality.
About
The
it.
intersection. No. But again, what does that have to do with calling
After
a
white
man a
women
woman?
really told us what
And
the
see,
fuck
this
was
is Matt. I'm glad that she brought this up. This is where black nationalism, okay, in its undertone of revenge, okay, intersects into the third and the fourth wave of feminism being penned by black American women. That's just my personal opinion.
Taught us how to sue for sexual harassment.
No, they did not.
We never had a clue on
No, they
how to
did
do
not.
it.
No, they did not. White women did not teach you that. So again, it was actually black women that taught you that. Like, let's talk about, Anita Hill. So I mean, like, what are we doing?
Long John Silver.
Matt, I'm sorry to
Abby, are you hearing this?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to know if this is the after party. Is this a celebration room?
Yeah, the big beautiful.
For that big beautiful bill?
Oh, what's up, Angel?
What's up, Adam? How are you?
Good, I got clipped.
Hey, Angel, you know I'm not lying. White women taught us how to be the same. Oh, men are suppressing us. We was like,
But that's not true.
He's right.
Adams, I'm proud of you. What you get clipped for?
These white women are really right. These men are fucking suppressing us.
I'll tell you in the back channel. But
Okay. All right, I'm proud of you, by the way.
Thank you. I
Shout out to
appreciate
getting
that.
clipped.
So, looking at the feminist movement that has deployed the same type of culture war that black women are engaging in, which, by the way, I find it to be very interesting that I got clipped for calling a black woman a bald-headed potato head bitch. When you have a black woman on this app that has Niggly Bear copyrighted, which again is a conjunction between nigger and a bear. So it's very interesting to me how everybody wanted to have this fake outrage and call for me to be mass reported when we have known for several years that there is somebody on this app that literally has a copyright for the word Niggly Bear. A black woman.
I gotta